Hey guys, it's Rachel from The Little Ring Lamb, and today I have my November wrap-up. I just want to make a side note that I'm filming quite a few videos today, so you'll be seeing me in the same attire. But basically, my November wrap-up was okay. I read 7 books. Most of these were required for school, though I had a very slow reading month. If you watched I don't know if I'm going to post it before or after, but I'm posting an update talking about why I didn't get as much reading done in videos and all that. So if you're more interested in the general scope of that, definitely check out that video. If not, I'm just going to go for the books I read this month and tell you which ones were for school, all that jazz. So this is not in any particular order because I just stacked them on my dresser. I'm very tired today, so it's like I'm not going to go through them in order. But basically, the first book, I'm just going to go in a random order. So the first book was Twisted by Sarah Shepard. This was a reread for me. I love this series. I've been reading it for the PL read along, which me and Jill co-host. And this was September's book. I'm very, very behind on this read-along, so I decided to pick it up this month so I can get, back reacquainted, I guess. And then I picked up Roofless to reread, and this is the 10th book, and this was October's book of the month. I unfortunately am only on page 1 of the November book, and it's the last day of November, so I'm going to be continuing that into December. But I'm happy I caught up at least with these 2 months, and I adored rereading these again. I haven't reread the 10th book at all, but I've reread the 9th book. Or maybe I don't remember rereading the 10th book, but I really love going back and rereading these because they're just bringing back memories, and I forgot a lot of stuff, and when sometimes people write on my videos certain comments, I have to go back and read a certain section because I'm like, I forget that part because there's so much that goes on within the giant series. It's 18 books, 16 regular books, and then 2 prequel types. So I have a few more books I read this month that I'm going to get to. So the next book I read was the last book I read that was my book, that I picked to read. And that is Everything I Need to Know I Learned from a Little Golden Book by Diane Muldrow. This is just a little picture book, but I decided to add it to my TBR last month because it's really small and I knew I could get through it fast, and I really wanted to read it, and it was very interesting, and I recognized a lot of the pictures used because they're from the Little Golden Books and they're little life lessons, and I thought this was a very cute book. Also, just a side note, I do have book reviews on the 9th Pre-Lars book and the 10th Pre-Lars book, all the books in the series, so if you're interested in that, you can check that out. And then the next 4 books are books that I had to read for my English class. My English class is called Fairy Tales. I'm not sure if I've addressed the name. So we've read quite a few fairy tales at the beginning of the semester from an anthology, but I didn't count that because we didn't read the full anthology, and we read Arabian Nights, but not the full Arabian Nights. So I'm only counting the books I'm reading for English that are full all the way through. And the first book is, I'm probably going to butcher this horribly. My teacher said it really nicely compared to how I said it, so I think it's called Strew. I'm not sure if that's right. I'm pretty sure this is German, if I'm not mistaken, but it's by Henry Hoffman. I hope I'm saying that right. Probably not, but this is a little picture book, and it's if you guys seen this, because when I first bought it, I was like, oh, a cute picture book, and then you read it, and it's kids are getting hurt, somebody got their, thumb, where is it? There's Tommy Suck-a-Thumb or something, and basically he sucks his thumb, and his mom's like, don't suck your thumb, or some guy will chop off your thumbs, and he comes in, I'm like, this is for children? It's kind of creepy. I'm not really scared of it, but if you've seen this, definitely a little concerning. But my teacher talked about it, and you can see the messages and stuff behind it, so that kind of thing. And then I read Bambi by Felix Salten, and I didn't actually know this was a book before the semester. I thought it was just a Disney movie, probably like a lot of others, because I don't think I'm the only one in that boat. But I really did enjoy this. I'm not a big fan of animal narrated books. I don't know, it takes a little bit of time to get used to. I used to only I've expanded my horizons from narrators that I like to read from, but animals are still a little touchy for me, especially deer, because I don't find deer that fascinating. It's kind of like horses. My best friend would read books about these horses, and they're these stories, and I'm like, yeah, I guess it'd have to be an animal I'm really interested in, I guess. Not that I don't like these animals, just for interest's sake. Maybe because they're so all around. But I don't have anything against deer. I just don't really like reading that much in their perspective, but this definitely changed. A little bit of that. I really did enjoy this, and I really love the deer. His cousin's name, Gobo. Why couldn't he be in the movie? He has a great name. And then I read Pippi Longstocking by Astrid Lindgren, and this is one that I knew was a book. I used to watch I haven't seen the actual movie, but I used to watch the animated series. It used to come on Teletoon, which was a channel in Canada. I don't think it's in the United States or anywhere else in the world, but it was a really good channel back in the heyday. Now it's more aimed for younger boys, when it used to be I feel both genders. But now, yeah, rereading this, I really liked this. I love how sassy Pippi is. It really reminds me of how me and my sister act, so made me laugh, and I like wanted to show her parts, but you know, she wasn't really having it. And then I have a reread. A reread is The Little Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, and the first time I read this was in grade 12 French, so it wasn't in English. So it was very interesting revisiting it in my actual language I speak. And I really enjoyed it in French class. Like, I really enjoyed reading it. I thought it was really cool we were reading a novel, but I really liked reading it in English as well, so I could really, so it was more nuanced. I could really understand what was happening more so instead of having it all explained, and I actually really, really enjoyed it. Like, I didn't think I was going to enjoy it as much, because I enjoyed the story in French, but it has so much meaning behind it, and it's very fascinating reading it in my native language. So yes, that is my November wrap up. I hope this wasn't too long. Definitely let me know how many books you guys read, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.